Hello everyone, this is my task 4. My name is Vivek Chauhan and I am doing internship at the Sparks Foundation. So in this task 4, we have to perform exploratory data analysis on dataset global terrorism. So as a security defense analyst, try to find out the hot zone of terrorism and what all security issues and insights you can drive by EDA exploratory data analysis. So these are some important libraries, and after that we import data. Then I am selecting, as we can see, our data set. Like I have run the head of data set which will show the upper portion of data set. So we can see that there are many columns in this data set, 125, and these are some of them, like 135 columns are there. So now we will filter our data, and I am selecting some relevant columns so that we can do our visualization on Tableau. So, so now we can see this. Now we have 22 columns after filtering our data. Now we will check our filtered data. As in our filtered data we have any value or not. As we can see, there are 1,17,596 any values. So now we will remove that any values by n.omit. So now we can see we don't have any value, and we left 68,054 entries and 22 columns. Now we will look by plotting our data. This is plot year and with year and number of kills. So as you can see here, maximum number of kills. See, we have plotted a histogram of year, on which year we have maximum tags. So in now I have uh, set the directory by this setwt, which will set my directory in desktop. So I will save this data set which in from which I have removed any values, and now it is ready for visualization. So I have set the directory on desktop, and then I have created a CSV file of this data set by name GT. GT means global terrorism.csv. So now we'll go to our desktop and see that our file has been created or not. So we can see our GT file is ready, as we have created this CSV file. So we will see it. So as you can see, I have selected these columns for our final work. So now I will go to Tableau and make a dash. So this is our dashboard which I have created with that dataset which we have saved on desktop. So this was trend line which is representing with years and the number of successful attacks. As you can see, here is the peak in 1992. Most successful attacks are there 4,466, and in 2017 713. This graph is representing states, each state with their country and with the number of successful attacks and how many kills are there with that attacks. This graph is presenting region. As you can see, in South America the number of kills are very high and number of successful attacks are highest, 13,890. Then this Western Europe, and then this South Asia, and in Middle East. And we can also see here Middle East the number of successful attacks are less, 9,044, but the number of kills are very high. I mean to say they are highest here, 32,845. Then this Central America and so on. This graph is representing weapon type with number of kills. So as you can see, the most kills are with firearms, 98,438, and with 25,605 successful attacks. Then in explosive, then in unknown, and then in this and so on. And this is our target type, and the in attacks the terrorist has target which part, which sector of our countries. As this we can see that 21% time the target is private cities and properties, then businessmen, then military bases, then this government general, police, and so on. So now we will look region by region the hot zone in each region. We will see till Central America. Otherwise this video will be very long. So let's go for it. So in this South America region, we can see that this is our trend line in this region. Peak is at 1989, and we can see here in this graph this state country Colombia, where is the number of kills in this anti Antioquia state. Number of kills are very high, around 3,000, and number of successful attacks are 1,451. And here the most in country Peru state Lima, we can see that successful attacks are 2,143, but number of kills are less. But if we decide the hot region with number of kills, then in this country Peru only the number of kills are very high in this state, 3,603. So there are very high according to the successful attacks. So this country should focus here, as you can see. And in this region the most kills successful attacks are in with explosive, then with firearms, and the most target type is businessman, then private cities, and then government. Let's go to the next. So in this Western Europe region, the peak is at 1979, and the hot zone is this. The in country United Kingdom and state is Northern Iceland, and the number of kills are 2771, and the number of successful attacks are 2932. And in other states and other countries they are very less as compared to this region, oh sorry, this state. And in this Western Europe region, the most attacks are with explosive, then firearms, and most targeted is businessmen, then private cities, and then police. Now let's go to the next. So in South Asia, the peak is at 1995, as you can see here in the state. In country Pakistan, state Sindh, the most successful attacks are there, 1045, and kills are also very high. And then next is this Punjab in India, the most successful attacks are 831, and according to attacks, kills are also high. And if we see the hot zone with max number of kills, so in this region, sorry, in this state, Sri Lanka, in country Sri Lanka, eastern region, state, the number of kills are very high, 3927. And in this region we have most attacks with firearms, and then firearms, and then if we see the target type, private cities and property, then police, then government. So let's go to the next. So in Middle East, we can see peak is at 1992, most successful attacks are there. And if we see in which state, as you can see, this state has highest attacks in country Turkey, 696. Then this is in this 652. As you can see, number of kills are also high. But if we see the maximum number of kills in this region, so then it is this. The number of kills are very high in this state, and here also the most weapon type is used is firearms, then explosive, and target type is private cities, property, military, and business. Let's go to the next. So in Central America, so the number of successful attacks are 7485, and number of kills are 28165. So here we can see the peak is at 1980. The successful attacks are 799. And if we go to the state, which state has most affected, so this is L, and state is San of a country, and most successful attacks are 1463, and the number of kills are 1715. In this region also firearms are used most, then explosive, and target type is military base, as you can see 30%, and then private cities, and then utilities. So that's all. Thank you. Thank you very much.